time, there lived a sweet girl named Gretel. She was very nice to her mother, but she always wanted a friend. She went out one day and met a princess. The princess was nice, so Gretel was happy she had a friend. The boogeyman was hiding in the cupboard where the princess lived. The princess was going to get her clothes. The next morning, the boogeyman came out of the cupboard and scared the princess, and she was robbed. The boogeyman took her to a deep, dark, damp swamp. And she had almost drowned. When he had just arrived in the swamp, Supergirl came along and stopped the boogeyman with his powers. He tried to scare them again, but they all became friends. The other humans became friends too, and they played games in the forest. And they had to go to school, and they had to do homework. They had 20 tests, and they had 50 projects for homework. The boogeyman hid in the cupboard again. The hiding place became his home, and he asked his mother, who was the sun, if he could stay in the cupboard, and she said, "All right, but only if you're going to be on your best behaviour." So the boogeyman packed all his teddies and video games, and they all had a very good time. They lived beside the water. They went for a swim. After they found an apple tree, and they had some apples. They were yummy. One of the apples was poisonous, and the princess ate it. She fell asleep. But Supergirl came to the rescue, and she made the princess feel better. She had to go to sleep for a couple of hours, and when she woke up, she felt better. When she woke up, they cheered, "Hooray!" And they told her what had happened. Music, music, shh. They told her what had happened. They found some treasure, and they opened it. They found the treasure in the forest, and they opened it with a chainsaw. There were shiny gold coins inside, and they saw more and more gold coins. They became rich. In fact, they became fabulous movie stars. Even the boogeyman's mother became a movie star. She could not wear anything because she was so bright and hot. She was the sun. From that day forward, they wore glasses when they went to the beach and never ate apples again because they were poisonous. The man's mother even got a day off from being the sun because it rained. They might even be on TV on Scooby-Doo. Supergirl was watching TV one day, and she had a cold. There was a fire. She had to rescue someone. But by the time she got there, she couldn't believe her eyes. She was going to be arrested by the police officer. But it was not her who did it. It was the boogeyman who lit the fire at the school that had a lot of children in it. Somehow the boogeyman escaped from being arrested. The boogeyman kept lighting all the fires. The policeman went back to the police office. He decided, the boogeyman decided to steal a car, and he drove it all over town. When the witch was in the bathroom, the boogeyman stole her treasure. When she got out of the bathroom, she saw that the treasure was gone. Then an angel came rushing along to find her. the witch was feeling sick. She could not go to the ball because she did not have anything to wear.
I'm here. I can't get my clothes on.
The witch is coming. She was just coming along.
Don't hide yourself.
She did not have anything to wear. She just had her work clothes. So she put on her work clothes and she just had enough money to buy a car to drive to the ball. It was a convertible. It even had a TV in it. So she drove around. When she was driving, a fire started in front of the car. Driving along. She jumped out of the car. She landed in the pool. The ball was near the pool. She got wet. She had to stay in her wet clothes as she danced. All the princes and princesses were having a good time. The boogeyman was there. He learned his lesson not to be naughty. After the ball, they went home and had a cup of tea. And they all lived long time ago. There were 3 friends called Scooby-Doo, Jedi and King Kong, and they all lived in space and liked to play games. One day they got trapped in a dungeon where the skulls lived. The skulls lived in the mansion that belonged to the king, but he didn't know that the skulls were there because he was very, very sick in bed. Jedi and King Kong had special powers. They woke up and heard the skulls talking to each other. They heard what the skulls were going to do to them. Jedi got his sword and King Kong got his sword. They cut the bars of the dungeon and it all fell down and escaped. Jedi and King Kong sneaked downstairs. They found their friend named Scooby-Doo. They escaped from the mansion. The 3 of them got the treasure map and started looking for some treasure.
Could we pretend this app was a treasure map?
No, you've got the treasure maps up there on the leash. They looked at their treasure map very, very carefully and found some treasure in the bushes. In the bushes, hidden away where nobody sees. And they opened up the box of treasure to see what was inside. And they all lived happily ever after.
There's some lizard with a lizard.